Salute to the people. What's good with it, Black Goose TV family? I got another reaction video for y'all tonight. I'm giving y'all the content. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all the content. You know what I'm saying? I took a day off the other day, so it's only right. You know what I'm saying? I go ahead and flood y'all algorithms and all that good stuff and your channel feeds and all that stuff with, you know what I'm saying, some Black Goose TV content, some boxing news content, some shit that y'all ain't heard about before, or even if you heard about it, you ain't never heard about it or heard it presented in the way that I present it, because you know your boy is more unique than you ever thought. We talking about unique to the point where we got a Nike shoe and the Nike sign is upside down, nigga, but the shit's still real. But anyways, I don't know what I'm talking. I'm just really talking. But let's go ahead and get into this joint right now. Now, obviously, we got Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor coming up. It's supposed to be one of the biggest women's boxing fights ever. Actually, it is the biggest women's boxing fight ever. You know what I'm saying? It's making history, making headlines. Madison Square Garden, first women boxers, two women boxers who headlines a pay-per-view. When it comes to Madison Square Garden, looks like the tickets are probably going to be sold out for the most part. I'll be interested to see how the pay-per-view actually does, but everything is historic when it comes to Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor, okay? You can't dispute that. Now, obviously, there's talks, right? There's talks, whispers, rumors. Damn, Claressa Shields really missed out. I know she mad right now, right? The self-proclaimed quote, right? Or not even self-proclaimed. A lot of boxing heads see her as the greatest women's boxer ever, right? But you know, with that being said, a lot of people saying, I wonder how she feels. She must be hurt. Like, damn, it wasn't me. Like, it should be me, etc., etc. But see, a lot of y'all got hate in your heart. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all got hate in your heart. And a lot of y'all, see, you be on that mindset where if it's not me, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Whereas, like, if you see somebody else succeed, you think that's a slap in your face on your character. But that's because you ain't doing what you're supposed to. You ain't putting in that work. Because if you put in the work and you do what you're supposed to, you don't never shun another motherfucker for getting theirs. What does that do? It should motivate you. It should motivate you to be like, okay, if they've been putting in the work, right, in a similar field as mine, and just continuing on and doing what they're supposed to do and focus on their craft and trying to get to their goals, and they was rewarded, that means it's possible for me too, right? That's the mindset of a motherfucker who really takes care of shit. Now, the mindset of someone who doesn't, and they see someone else succeed, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Oh well, damn, they don't deserve that. It should have been me." Now, it should have been you, Nate. It shouldn't have been you, Nate. But we're not gonna get into all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to point a hypocrisy out there when it comes to a lot of you boxing fans, where you're gonna say, "Oh, da 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 da," but you ain't never been in that position, and you should really just zip that joint shut. Like we talking about a motherfucking Ziploc bag, and we put some rice up in that joint, some apples. We want to make sure that shit don't go stale. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, a lot of you guys don't know Claressa Shields has actually been in support of Amanda Serrano for a very long time. If you look at some interviews 3 years, 4 years back, she's always complimented Amanda Serrano. She's always been in Amanda Serrano's corner. So there is no animosity, hate, nothing like that. I haven't even watched this interview, but I know that's the case because if you understand the game, if you watch the boxing, if you follow these people, you know that's the case. So a lot of y'all just want to talk out y'all ass. Okay? Let's go ahead and get to this video. That's enough of me talking, man. It's not about me talking. It's more about me reacting. Let's see what the quote has to say about Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. Let's get it. Let me turn the volume up. How about that?
Ever, male or female, Claressa Shields, who has made her trip to Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Explain your reasoning to why you're here.
I'm here because this is women's boxing, and I'm a part of women's boxing. And why not be here? This is what they're stamping as the biggest women's boxing match ever. I'm going to be here, which to me it is. It has to pass so many heights. I mean, to be at the Madison Square Garden at the big house, not the little one, the big one. You know, to have two fighters who are seven-time division world champion, then have one that's undisputed Olympic gold medalist. Like, this is a fight that you would want to.
By the way, Claressa, you looking good. It's coming from BlakGooseTV. You know what I'm saying? So if I ever get big enough where you want to entertain an interview, I would love to interview you, girl. I would love to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Let me be respectful, though. Go ahead.
Have representing women's boxing is that fight with those two girls.
And people see this one, and then they see Shields versus Marshall.
Uh-huh.
And you were already talking about her earlier. Where is that standing right now?
Marshall has been crickets. It was supposed to be our press conference was scheduled to be here in New York on Monday, announcing our fight, and then I was supposed to be flying to London to do more press over there and continuously announce our fight. But all that has been canceled because of something with Savannah Marshall. I think she's punking out, and I've already told everybody that. I've already told everybody that
By
she
the way,
was
Savannah Marshall got power, y'all. She got power. When you see the quote, she don't give a fuck.
want to fight, and she did all that barking. She thought that I wouldn't come over to our country and fight. I did. I went to her fight, and we're supposed to be scheduling our fight. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that right now.
And where does that leave
Ooh,
you?
Claressa
Like,
is
say that doesn't
exposing some
happen.
shit. And I thought it was gonna be about Amanda Serrano
This
and
fight
Katie
doesn't
Taylor.
happen. I mean, it just makes sense to maybe fight the winner of Ellen Rose and French on Cruz, which I think will be French on Cruz. And I think that me and her have always had wars to be a great fight. Um, or I can always just defend my titles against somebody else at 160. But I only want to fight the best. And if they were saying that Savannah Marshall was this knockout artist and this monster and all this stuff, show me. Show me that you're a monster and that you're gonna knock me out. That's why I was going to your hometown talking shit to you for.
I
And that's
respect it.
exactly why you signed with Boxer to go to your hometown and do it. If you were to run it back with Franchon Cruz, it was in the debut, obviously. How much different do you think it would be this time around?
I mean, it'd be different because we both have so many belts on the line. We both have that experience. She's a different fighter now. Even I seen her just walk in here, and her body is even different. I mean, she's rock solid. She's always been bigger than me, but it's like she's takes her diet more seriously, her training more seriously, and it means a lot more to her. So that's when you get those fights to where you have two fighters who don't want to back down. I've always been a dedicated fighter, but I've been at the top. It's different when you are at the bottom and you always want to beat that person at the top. And when you finally get the
That's
opportunity,
very insightful of Claressa to say that. That's very insightful. That's being very, very aware. That's why she is where she is.
it like you bring a different you. So I think that franchise would be 10 times better than her actual self if we were to fight again, and people would see an amazing fight.
With all the logistics surrounding this one, like you said, headline MSG, seven-figure payday for both fighters. How much demand do you have now for your next fight?
I've already been demanding that, kind of money. Just this just shows that women's boxing have fans, which I've been trying to tell all these boxing networks for the longest. When you make the best fights and you promote it and you get behind it and you do your job, women's boxing sells. And I've already been able to sell out the Boardwalk Hall when I fought there, but that's not nothing compared to the MSG. But I was begging for chances like that, and but I'm just happy that it's them to be fighting here at the MSG because this fight is what you want to see when you see women's boxing. Like right now, I just steamrolled through all my opponents, right? And but this fight here is like with two very accomplished fighters, who have done a lot. And always in me, always I'm the accomplished fighter fighting against mandatories or girls with one belt. It's like or I'm taking the belt, but it's like to have me fighting against somebody who got 4 or 5 belts compared to my 7 or 8 belts. That's where you get those big fights
Yeah, that's
at.
fire. Yep.
Final question. If you had to describe this fight in one word, what would it be?
Dynamic.
Beautiful. Straight to the point.
But this
Nothing
fight
but
here is
respect.
like which
Can't wait to see the next fight announced. I would love to see Samantha Marshall versus Claressa Shields. That's the fight that's supposed to be made, but she had choice words when it came to that. I want to know what you guys think about that particularly. But as always, I'm out of here for the night. I just want to go ahead and, drop some videos for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Show y'all love as always. Tomorrow, man, Fluence Lounge, we finna be late. We got a whole bunch of type of fights to be watching. Oscar Valdez, Shakir Stevenson, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, just to name a few. I don't know if there's any UFC tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be something there. So we're going to be lit tomorrow. So make sure y'all join me for Fluence Lounge. I'm going to have Zid in the building as well. So we're going to be going crazy. We're going to be going crazy. We're going to be going crazy. And if y'all made it to the end of this video, I want to say nothing but respect, blessings, and salute to y'all. Like the video, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Now I'm starting to see it's like before I used to be like the video, comment, get us in the algorithm. Well, shit, now I gotta tell y'all to subscribe because a lot of y'all watching these videos and not subscribing. So please subscribe to the channel, show some love. As always, appreciate y'all. I'm out of here for the night. Enjoy y'all weekend. Enjoy y'all motherfucking weekend, and don't miss out on Fluence Lounge tomorrow. It's gonna be fire. As always.